everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time since I've uploaded a video, so I want to let you guys know I'm still alive. Thanks for following me. I've gotten a lot of new followers lately, which is cool, but I haven't posted a video in a long time. So today I want to post this video about marketing tips and tricks to book up your slots in your schedule if you are a new artist, an experienced artist, or somebody still recovering from COVID-19 where you lost all your clients. A little bit about my story. After COVID-19 hit, I lost like 80% of my clientele, and that was because I had a lot of bartender clients and a lot of people that legit lost their jobs entirely. So then I couldn't work, and then like I had to find new clients, new clientele, and all of that. So that took a while. So here's some tips and some tricks I have for you to book up your schedule to the point where you can raise your rates, and you can also have clients that are worth having, that appreciate your work, respect your time, and know that it's hard to get in with you, so they appreciate being your client even more. Recently, I went from accepting clients to not accepting clients, and I hate to do that. Like, I don't recommend doing that, but I had to shut down my schedule because there's only so much time in a day, and I'm already working like 6 days a week. Right now, though, it's also a busy season. Summer is going to slow down more than likely, and January and February also slow down a lot. So don't get discouraged if you're not getting super booked. I was super slow in February as well. Even with great content, posting all the time, I'm confident in my work, and there's times that you're just slow. So keep all of that in mind when you are going through a slow season, so that way you're not over marketing or over discounting your prices. A couple things that I did right after COVID was I kind of like rode with it to just see where people were comfortably in the beginning when I was slow because of COVID. Like, I couldn't force people to come in. I didn't want them to come in and worry about their safety. So I rode the wave. In November of last year, I decided to do $100 full sets because I wanted new clients in the door. I didn't keep a card on file for my clients until September last year. And I'm so glad I did, because what that's going to do is that's going to make sure that your clients that want to come to you stay with you. And it's also going to deter clients from booking with you that aren't serious, that don't really want to come in. So I recommend holding a card on file. It really guarantees that your time is going to be valued. I did $100 full sets through December through January, and then I promoted that post on Instagram. So you have to have a business account. You have to promote that post. Promoting that post is going to broaden your audience. It's going to let you selectively choose who it's viewed for. So like younger women or ages 18 to 25, you know, who like mega volume sets or who like lashes or beauty. It'll let you target that audience within like a 10, 20, 50 mile radius, so they can find you and they can find your discount. That's super important. I did that. I got super booked. And then I also extended that to January because I was just so booked up. So that really helped me get people in the door. Also, you have to work on your content and photo editing. You have to like make sure your photos are worth looking at. Like, they're not blurry, they're well lit, they have good lighting. I like to use Airbrush as an app. It really lets you get the skin perfect. You can eliminate acne, you can eliminate wrinkles, large pores, and then you can also really focus in on the lashes themselves to really make your work amplified and stand out compared to the thousands of other techs within your town. Having good content is super important. It's also really important to post daily, even though it's exhausting and you're your own person. You're doing the work, you're posting, you're doing everything, but you have to stay consistent on Instagram. You have to post daily, interact with your audience, get comfortable on camera, like look in the camera lens, don't just look at yourself. Like, all of these things matter. It takes a long time to get comfortable on camera, so I recommend practicing that because it's going to build trust with your audience, and your audience is going to be watching you, and they're going to be following you and following your growth, and they're going to want to see you doing well. And then recently, when I stopped seeing new clients, I had so many new clients want to book. So I also think it has a lot to do with law of attraction. If you have too much availability, people are going to think you're not in demand, and they're not, more than likely they're not going to book with you, and a lot of people would rather go to somebody a little bit more expensive. So if your full sets are $70 and you're not booked, it's probably because they don't see it worth getting a fill with a $70 full set. They're just going to wait for them all to fall off, and then you have to do a full set every time, which is frustrating. So you want your full set prices to be a lot more than your fill rates, because that encourages your clients to keep their lashes on, take good care of them, and then only come in for a fill. So work on your pricing, your price point. I think it's important too to interact with your audience, because you're going to learn what they like and what they don't like. Like, ask polls on your Instagram story. A lot of people only look at my story on Instagram, which I'm very active on every single day, until I have my content edited enough to post. When I do post an actual post on Instagram, I make sure that to target an audience. I ask questions. I show this that I do, what curl I used, you know, what diameter I used, all of those things matter, you know, to just like I like to do educational type posts. But if you just want to target your audience, like for lashes, you could just say, this is the set I did. If you want to book, this is how you book. This is what you'd book for this exact same set. And then I use hashtags, and a trick in this is to use hashtag expert, which you download. I don't remember if it costs money. Honestly, if it does, it's not that much. Hashtag expert is awesome. They let you like you type in one thing, right? Like you type in volume lashes, and then it's going to populate like 500 hashtags, and you can handpick the ones that you want. So like I'm in Denver, so I do Denver lashes, and it'll target like my general area, so I don't have to sit there and type it in with my nails and have all these typos. I just copy and paste it and put it right in there. Hashtags are really important for Instagram. I also think it's important to stay relevant on different platforms. As a business Instagram, I can't access the music on my Instagram story, which is so retarded. So I literally upload my work to TikTok, to add a song, to post to a lash reel on Instagram. It's frustrating, but it also gets my content on multiple platforms. So that's really important. YouTube's the hardest platform. This is why I don't upload here much, because it takes forever to upload because your videos are so long. Anyway, I'm working on that. But you want to stay relevant on all these platforms. It really is a full-time job. Like, I'm not kidding. It's a full-time job. In the beginning, when I was kind of booked before COVID, I like brought business cards to the mall and handed them out to the girls at MAC, like to the girls at Buckle, to the girls everywhere, people like me that shop at places like I shop, and told them I was doing sets for discounted rate, trying to build my clientele. Like, and because you only have a certain amount of time, you really only need to fill up those 80 hours. So for me, my appointments are 2 hours for fills, all of them, and then 2 hours, 30 minutes for full sets. And that allows me enough time to edit my content, to post on my story, to let my client use the restroom. If my client's running late, they can run late and I'm not going to be stressed out. You really want to have enough time there to make sure that you're not going to be stressed or struggling during your appointment with them. And because they're such long appointments, I only see 4 people a day, if that. So I need my price point to be worth it for me to do this for a living. So I have my price point where I like it. I have my times where I like it, you know. My clients feel spoiled. They get a lotion, they get a chapstick, they get a scrunchie, they get candy, like they get water every time they come in. For the most part, I try to keep it stocked up, but those are my VIP clients. I mean, those are the clients that fill my books, and I can't see any other clients because of those clients, because they're there. So I really want my clients to know I appreciate them. And also with my regulars, like I spoil them. If I need to come in on a Saturday, you know, because I need to reschedule or because something came up, I'll come in on a Saturday for them. I will be super flexible. I won't charge them a cancellation fee sometimes. You know, if I know them and I personally know them and I know that they might be struggling and they love my work and I appreciate them, so I'm going to be more flexible with my regulars that appreciate me as well. So that's really important. I think it's really important to set your standards high in the beginning, right? Like wash your lashes, you know, you have to have 40%. Set all those boundaries in place and really truly explain to your clients when you first meet them, you know, there's shedding seasons that come up. We lose 2 to 4 lashes a day. You have to clean them. You can't wear eyeliner. You have to avoid makeup, sweat, tears. Like you have to clean them after you work out. You have to be high maintenance with them because they're a high maintenance type of thing to have on. So if you set that standard right then and there and make them be like, oh my God, like she's really strict, you know, then eventually you can get more lenient with them when they come back in for their fill and you see they have great retention. You're like, cool. Like, you know, if you have less than 40% every now and then, at least I know that you know how to take care of them. So I'm going to be more flexible and not charge you a full set if I know you know how to take care of them and if you're taking care of them well. So I personally think there's a lot that goes into it. Like your clients have to feel valued. They have to feel appreciated and be spoiled. And then you have to have clients that have good retention. And in order to do that, you have to teach them. You kind of have to train your clients. If they're late more than 15 minutes, you know, that's a no-go. Or if they're chronically late for 10 minutes every single time they come in, you know, you just have to really work with them and make sure that they understand your rules as well. Like you can't bend your rules too much, but you can bend them a certain amount if you know that your clients like love you. You know what I mean? As far as content goes, at the end of your set, you have to make sure their eyes are obviously really dry and the fumes aren't everywhere burning them, right? So give them about 5 minutes after their appointment, make sure they're not burning, and then you take your photos. And I like to take a good 10 photos and I just click all around with flash and without flash, because sometimes the lighting is all weird and you want to make sure you get as much content as possible. I have my live on my iPhone so I can actually scroll through and look at the photo that has, or the part of the photo that has the absolute best quality. and then I'll upload it to my airbrush, you know, correct it, and then I'll upload it to my page. So I take a lot of time editing content because your content is really what's going to make you stand out. You want to also take videos, guys, like videotape them, like show people what the set looks like when they blink, when their eyes are closed, when their eyes are open, you know what I mean? Keep people engaged with you, with your work and with your story, and that way every time they look, they're excited to look, be like, what'd she do today? Oh, I can't wait to see this mega. She does crazy lashes, like I want to see it, you know. Have a niche inside your niche, something you focus on, whether that be wispy sets, classic sets. And if you're gonna have a niche in your niche, I don't know how to say that word, make sure it's the best. Like try to do everything you can to work on what you need to work on to make sure it's the best and it does stand out. That way when you promote your ads, it's like, wow, she has standout work. All of these things I find super important. I am finally at the point where I'm not accepting new clients, but people still want to book, and I've raised my rates to probably the absolute maximum I can have them at, and I'm still booked. So I think all of this information is super important. You really have to hit it from all angles as a business owner. Make sure you're doing every possible thing you can, because filling your books can take so long, and then once they're full, it's like, oh my God, like I am in demand now. I need to raise my rates. I need to do this, because by the time you are full, you're really good too, so people want to come to you more and more and more. So you really need to like appreciate the people that take up your space, because you only have X amount of space. Charge accordingly to what you think it's going to be worth as far as your time goes for you to have a life outside of work. Try not to overwork yourself. I wouldn't even bend my rules as far as hours go. You know, I don't do extra charges for overtime work or anything like that, because I don't like to go outside of my time frame that I scheduled, because that's going to teach your clients too that, okay, well, she'll bend the rules. You know, she came in at 7 for me one night, even though she closes at 5. So they're going to start expecting you to do that every time. And once you've already set that standard there and you've already taught them how to treat you, they're not going to go back and appreciate you changing it on them again. So you really have to like learn to like know your clients and which ones you can and can't bend the rules for, because there are some people that will take advantage and will want you to bend your rules all the time, and that's just not okay either. So just be really careful with people. So with all of this, I really hope this is really helpful for you guys, and I really hope that you guys can fill your books. Please comment below. Let me know what you're struggling on in your business. Lashing is hard. It's a lot to hit from a lot of angles, at least with everything, with clients, with lashing itself, like with your humidity level, with everything. It can be a lot, but I promise if you stick it out, once you have everything down, it's going to be like a breeze, and you're just going to really enjoy your career. As long as that takes to get there, like it will happen. But let me know what you need help with, and I will try to upload more content on here to show you guys how I do things, or what I think is more effective than not, as far as like marketing goes or lashing goes or whatever. I really am here to help. I want to help everyone. Hey, Instagram, guys, it's instagram.com, obviously, _Chantel, which is CHANTEL_TFO. So if you want to follow me on there, you can follow me on there. See how I do it. I'm always freaking on there, guys. I'm never off of Instagram. And that way you can kind of see the way I do it, the way I got booked. You know, I'm very vocal on there. I'm always recording myself, literally. So I can't wait to see you guys, and if you follow me, I'll follow you back. Like, shout me out, let me know that you saw my YouTube video so I can follow you back. I would love to connect with you guys in any way I can. Thank you for watching.